Welcome to Silent Souls, where the shadows whisper and the darkness tells its secrets. Today, we're diving into a chilling tale from the heart of the Appalachian Mountains, a place where the echoes don't fade and the hollows keep what they claim. Settle in, turn off the lights. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell, because some stories follow you home. My name's Eden, and I didn't plan to be in the Appalachian Mountains. I'm a sound engineer, usually holed up in a studio in Raleigh, mixing tracks for indie bands. Last week, a random gig landed in my inbox, a rush job to record ambient forest sounds for a documentary about the Smoky Mountains. The client was vague, some eco group paying triple to get it done fast, so I grabbed my equipment and drove to a remote trailhead in Tennessee, near the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. The job was simple: capture the wind, the streams, maybe a few birds, and get out. I wasn't looking for trouble, just a paycheck. But the mountains don't care about your reasons, and the echoes in Cold Hollow had other plans. I arrived at dusk, the forest swallowing the last light, the air thick with pine and a faint metallic tang, like coins left in the rain. The trailhead was a dirt lot, my van the only vehicle, and my phone was useless, the screen flickering with static that formed spirals, like sound waves frozen in place. I set up my microphones, sensitive enough to catch a leaf falling, and started recording, the forest unervingly quiet. No birds, just a stillness that pressed on my ears. I adjusted my headphones, listening for something usable, when I heard a hum, low and resonant, like a tuning fork struck deep in the earth. It wasn't loud, but it was close, vibrating in my chest, and I swore I heard a voice in it, soft and urgent. "Eden, listen." I froze, my hands trembling on the controls. The hum wasn't on the recording, just in my headphones, looping in my skull. I called out, "Hello?" But my voice was swallowed, the forest answering with silence. I checked my equipment. Everything was fine, batteries full, but the hum grew louder, forming words. "Stay. Here." My flashlight caught a shape in the trees, small, cloaked in tattered rags, its face hidden, its hands clutching something that glinted, like a shard of glass. It didn't move, just stood there, and I felt its gaze, like sound waves piercing my skin. I yanked off my headphones, the hum fading, but the air was heavier, like the forest was holding its breath. I packed up, ready to leave, but my van wouldn't start, the engine silent despite a full tank. The trail seemed different now, narrower, leading into a hollow I hadn't noticed, where the trees leaned inward, their branches knitting together like a trap. The hum was back, softer, pulling me down the path, and I followed, not sure why, my microphone slung over my shoulder, my flashlight shaking. The trail ended at a clearing, a circle of stones arranged like speakers, each carved with spirals that glowed faintly, pulsing with the hum. In the center was a pit, deep and black, its edges scratched with symbols, waves, eyes, ears, that seemed to move. The hum was a chorus now, voices young and old, singing without words, and I heard my name, Eden, Echo. I stepped closer, my equipment picking up the sound, the meters spiking impossibly high. The cloaked figure was there, joined by others, their faces blank, smooth as stone, their hands weaving the air like they were shaping the hum. One stepped forward, smaller, and I swore it was a boy from a missing poster I'd seen in Boone. His eyes gone, his mouth a slash. "You heard," he said, his voice blending with the chorus, and I felt it a pull, like the hollow wanted me to listen forever. I backed away, my flashlight flickering, and the figures vanished, but the hum was in my head now, a song I couldn't stop. I ran, the trail looping, the trees closing in, their roots snagging my boots. Back at my van, the scratches were on the hood, spiraling like sound waves, glowing faintly. I drove to a motel in Gatlinburg, locking my equipment in the room. but the hum followed, playing through my speakers without power, my name woven into the chorus. Eden? Stay. I checked my recordings, hoping for evidence, and found static, but in it, voices dozens, singing my name, their tones shifting, like a choir tuning to my fear. I saw the boy again, outside my window, his blank face pressed to the glass, his hands clutching that glinting shard, now clearly a piece of bone, carved with spirals. The next morning, I went to Boone, needing answers. A librarian, her hands shaking, showed me a journal from 1872, written by a surveyor who'd mapped Cold Hollow. The Echo Wraith lives there, he wrote, born of a ritual, a song to bind the land. It takes those who hear it, makes them part of the choir. The last entry was a scrawl. I hear my name. I can't stop. The librarian looked at me, her voice low. It's not just a sound. It chooses you, uses your ears to keep you. You heard it, didn't you? I nodded, telling her about the gig, the hum, the figures. Go back, she said. Break the song, or it'll sing you forever. I didn't want to believe her, but the hum was constant now, the voices clearer, weaving my name into their melody. My dreams showed the clearing, the figures, their blank faces singing, and I saw myself among them, my eyes gone, my hands shaping the hum. I returned to the hollow, the trail clearer, the stones glowing, the pit deeper, vibrating with the chorus. The figures were there, more now, their hands weaving, their blank faces turning toward me. The wraith appeared, towering, its form shifting human, then a mass of sound and shadow, its eyes spirals that pulsed with the hum. You heard, it sang, and I saw the gig, the random email. My life led to this moment, like a note in its song. The figures closed in, their hands cold, their voices a chorus, stay. I wanted to give in, to join the choir, to let the hum take me. But I thought of the boy, his face on that poster, someone's son, lost to this sound. I screamed, no, and smashed my microphones into the stones, breaking the spirals, the hum faltering. The wraith shrieked, the ground shaking, the figures dissolving into static. The pit collapsed, the chorus silenced, and I ran, the trail clear, leading me back to my van. I drove, the hollow fading, the hum gone. I'm in Raleigh now, back to mixing tracks, but the wraith's with me. Last week, I found a bone shard in my bag, carved with a spiral, humming faintly when I touched it. At night, I hear the chorus, my name woven into their song. I looked up Cold Hollow stories of missing hikers, a ritual that bound a spirit to the land, singing for keepers. They call it the Echo Wraith, say it never stops. I keep my headphones off, my windows shut, but the spirals are in my recordings now, and I'm terrified to listen, because I know it's out there, waiting for me to join the hollow's echo.